So group exercise classes and yoga classes का तो ये the way it works is, you remember we talked about Hindi classes and Punjabi classes. We can also do piano classes and exercise classes and yoga classes. So that's the whole idea behind this. We can do all these things, and this is again will be part of charity, just as Hindi classes are. Same thing, you know. By the way, for exercise, I have a trainer. For yoga, I have a trainer. Is this a yoga person charges around $400-500 per rupees per session, Indian rupees per session. Exercise guy charges about 400 rupees per session. The session is about 45 minutes, not 1 hour. And so we have to take this much in charity. You know, if we don't take this much, then you know it's kind of too much. Piano person charges, if I remember correctly, 700 rupees per charge, and she may be charging more. So we need to talk to these 3 people, tell them that we are startup charity program. We're gonna try to get the money from the people, and whatever we get, you know, there will be, you know, we will give them the full salary. But other thing is we should try to do group yoga classes or group exercise classes. This way, you know, the people who are connected to us will be basically getting the, so we should tell them that, you know, we are giving it for free if they want to join, and this is our group class. And then so basically I think the way it should be done, it should be a group class, which is decide on a time, maybe 2 times in a day, and then we should do group classes, and at least one person should sign up. If there are 2 or 3 people, that's good, and they can all, you know, learn using some kind of MS Teams. So they should be you should give them an MS Teams. So you should make a separate channel in our MS Teams, and in that channel you should make a meeting in that separate teams. So we should make a separate teams. You know, within teams there is a teams concept, right? So you have to make a team, separate teams. In the teams you should make a separate channel. So the visibility should be only to those trainers and all, and there should be 3 separate channels. And those 3 separate channels should have a calendar. And in that calendar, when you make a meeting, then you give them a channel name. Should be like, let's say the name of the person is Naman. So Naman exercise, that should be the name of the channel. And then similarly, the name of the meeting should be Naman exercise meeting, Naman exercise channel and Naman exercise meeting. That way, Naman exercise channel should have Naman exercise calendar, and within that there should be meeting Naman exercise channel. It should be a recurring meeting, and then that recurring meeting will basically is the one which basically will be used by everybody. You make it a, you know, you give them the full URL or make it a tiny URL and give them the Naman sir exercise meeting, and make sure, you know, and they will always log into that. The timing will be decided by you talking to the trainer, and then you should publicize that and get the people who will join. And then, you know, when more and more people will join, yeah, that's fine. And just see, you know, because I know Naman has done one-on-one classes through using WhatsApp, but you know, just do a mock test where in 3 persons class was done by Naman, and he should be watching all those people one by one using his laptop. So that's the whole idea. He can do a group class then. So that's the whole idea. So first do a, without even Naman, first do a mock thing, you know, just you and 3 or 4 colleagues, and then make sure it's working fine. Then create all this channel and everything, you know, and then get a meeting, and then make sure that otherwise the meeting headline will, if the channel name and meeting name are not proper, it will not show properly. So it, when people click on it, so make sure it is separate meeting and separate channel and everything. And you know, create within one teams there is a teams concept, right? So within that teams, create 3-4 channels, and those 3-4 channels would be basically having 3-4 same corresponding calendars and corresponding meetings, and that's fine. You don't have, right? You don't have to get separate meetings basically. So yeah, so Naman sir channel, Naman sir meeting, and then the other one is Aditi ma'am, and the other one is Aparna ma'am. So you create all these things, and then you give this for free, the group. I'm not sure whether piano person can do the group sessions, but exercise and yoga can also. Ask piano lady also. So this is all the work. You need to ask these people, coordinate with them, understand. First do the dry run yourself. If this is working, that's great. Otherwise, it's only one-on-one which will be possible, right? So most really it should work, because in teams, you know, a lot of cameras can be on at the same time, right? Then after that, give it to, then talk to the Aparna ma'am, decide on a deal, tell her if there's one student, you know, there are multiple, we will give you more. And same for Naman and all that. Tell them that we are going to do it for charity. We're going to roll it out for free. Run a GoFundMe campaign to recover some of the cost. Try to get some, if people voluntarily give some money, tell them that if they voluntarily want to give some money, that will be good. Like $3 per hour or $2 per hour. That is good. Same for yoga, same for exercise, same for everything. and if they're ready to give, that's awesome, and that's what you should basically ask for. Okay, so this is how you can do it. Find the students through Facebook groups, put the ads on Facebook groups, and stuff like that, and put the ads on yeah, mainly Facebook groups and all that. And you can even tell it your H1 guys in America that, hey, we do free, but this is only for people in USA, UK, Canada. This is not for people in India or Pakistan. This is very important. It's only for people in USA, UK, and Canada, because they are charging very high. So I don't know, if you can find someone to get little lesser, work on little lesser, then you can think of it. I don't know. That's again a separate thing. Yeah, if you want to do that, sure, I don't mind. But then we should be paying very little, like maybe 100 rupees per hour or 200 rupees per hour, because it's charity, right? So yeah, if you can find someone 100 PKR, 100 INR or so, whatever, then let's see. I don't know whether you can find for 300 PKR per hour or 500 PKR per hour if someone is ready to teach, right? So anyway, so this is the idea, that, and we'll try to give consistent employment, to exercise guy and the yoga guy and this guy, right? So as much business to them as possible. So this is the whole idea behind this. Okay, so that's the whole idea. I mean, there's nothing very special in it. It's just that in the same Hindi classes thing, we are adding these things as well. Okay, na? And again, regarding Hindi classes, I don't know whether I told you, but you should be looking for the people from Facebook groups and all that. Yeah, so you should make Hindi classes or education groups in USA or UK, and then just or maybe general cultural groups in USA, UK. I have about 50 groups, so this is very important. I have 50 groups which I'm titled, which are titled Bay Area Desi group and all that. So they all end with Desi group, and some start with Desi news, events, classifieds, that's like that. So anyway, some are differently named. I just realized. So whatever that is, basically make sure you post ads on those groups as well. To post ads on those groups, you have to become a member of those groups, and you have to become an admin. And for that, you need Andy Ma'am's help or Natasha Ma'am's help. And yeah, so it's a little bit of work. So once you become members of those groups, you can post ads. To become a member, you should become a member using a page. If the admin panel of those groups is like pages cannot become members, then Natasha Ma'am should change the admin panel first, and then make your page as a member. Right? So your page should be like, for example, YoMa Charities exercise classes, right? Or YoMa Charities. Your page should be basically YoMa Charities, right? So there's only one page, and that page is actually also mine. So you will be yeah. So that YoMa Charities page is mine. So in that page, you should be added as an admin, and you should be added as an admin in the Facebook group as well. So Natasha Ma'am will be handling all these things, or Helly Ma'am, whatever, whosoever, and that's how you become. So there's a lot of work. You have to do all these things. It's not easy. So you will start to realize there are issues, and you become a member of all these things, and then you start to post ads that, okay, we want to get more and more candidates, and start posting as YoMa Charities, and let's see if some people respond. And when people respond, and just then yeah, help them get in touch with the trainers, make WhatsApp groups and help them get in touch with the trainers, and coordinate with them there. So let's see whether you want to make the groups according to per batch or per trainer or things like that. So let's say, for Naman sir, let's say you want to have all the people who are getting trained from Naman sir in one group. I don't know what you would want to do, what would be easier, but I think that sounds easier. And then he can decide, okay, they can all coordinate, okay, let's next class at 4 o'clock, whatever their coordination is. So watch all these things. So anyway, so you need to make sure all these things are going smoothly as a business owner of this whole enterprise. So that's the whole idea.